Welcome back to My Car's Shop. Today we're going to talk about the significance of this building right here as it relates to the history of the Oakland. Let's watch the show intro and I'll see you in 30 seconds. I'm Mike and this is My Car's Shop.
Working out of a 100-year-old refurbished barn, bringing 35 years of experience to projects considered beyond repair. Vision, creativity, and problem solving are essential tools in this place. Watch as we transform junk into polished metal miracles. This is My Car's Shop.
So I'm 500 miles away from home in the town of Calumet, Michigan, which is the home of my family, and we are here to talk a little bit about the history of the Oakland and the significance of this building right here. So this actually is the dealership where the car was purchased brand new in 1926, and we'll talk a little bit about the history of this building and so forth. So I'm going to get out of the picture and let you get a little better picture and show you a few other things. So let's talk about this. You would never believe, when you look at it now, it's an auto parts, Harter's Auto Supply, and you would never believe that this is the original Oakland dealership, and quite a piece of history. The building was actually a livery back in the day, and they kept horses in the back and wagons and so forth in the summer, and then there was an elevator to put the wagons up and bring the sleighs down, and it's been here a long, long time. And quite a piece of part of the history of the car and the community. My great-grandfather purchased the Oakland from McClure's in April of 1926. We're not sure why he selected the Oakland over other vehicles that were available, but we do believe that he wanted to buy quality and provide something nice for his family. So he kept the car its entire life, and it was driven until probably October of 1946, when we believe the car had engine problems. We found an entry in his diary that says, got the car from Copper City on October 21st of 1946. We believe that they had it at a garage in Copper City, had somebody look at it and found there were issues with the car, and they just decided at that point not to repair it. We do know that my grandfather also drove the car. Here he is with it in his wedding picture to my grandmother when they got married in 1942, and it looks like the car was the gray and black scheme at that time. When the car was parked, it was stored in the family garage, and it was there for many, many, many years. In 1999, my aunt built a new garage on the property, and they moved the Oakland out of the old garage into the new garage, and of course the old garage was torn down because it was getting rather worn out. So here we are with the car in the new garage. We're getting ready to load it onto the trailer and bring it down to Lower Michigan, where we could start the process that you've been seeing in this series of putting the car back together again, repairing it, and getting it back on the road. So the car was loaded up, brought to Lower Michigan, where we could begin the restoration process, and it was brought here to My Car's Shop, actually 73 years to the month from when it was originally parked in 1946. How ironic is that? So beyond just the Oakland history here in the Calumet area and family history, the 47 Ford also actually comes from this town, and the porch that you had seen me building in the shop as I was doing other episodes where I was working on the Oakland tires actually, is on my house here in town that I've owned for a long time. And the 47 came actually from the neighbor of my house there. I bought that car all those years ago, and that story's here on the channel. But I just thought, since we were talking about the vehicles and the history of Calumet, Michigan, as it relates to the automotive relates to the Oakland, I thought I would bring the 47 in and just mention that that car is also from here. I bought it from a fellow by the name of John Banovetz in 2007, I believe it was. And Johnny's passed away. Unfortunately, he passed away about, 5-8 years ago, something like that. So unfortunately, he did see the car, well, not unfortunately, he did see the car in process, but he never got to see the car done because it's not done. And I'd always hoped to drive the car up here and surprise him, pull it into his driveway, and let him see it. But unfortunately, like I said, he passed away. So two of the cars in the shop are from this area, and ironically, the 47, as I've said before, was probably purchased at about the time that the Oakland was taken off the road. So it's kind of a neat tie between the two cars for sure. So here we are at my house in Calumet, and the circle in this picture is where the 47 was located, just on the other side of those trees. You can see here in the next picture actually that the ground is still got dead grass from where the car was parked, because it was there for I don't know, 25-30 years, something like that. I actually worked on the car with John when I was a kid, and it's just a neat thing for me to have this car and have the history going back to working on it with John when I was probably 8 or 10 years old, working on it. Yeah, I'm sure I was just there being annoying, and he was working on it. And yes, we did get the front porch put on the house. So for those who were asking, job's all done, went well, and good to go. I hope you've enjoyed our little history lesson here in Calumet, Michigan. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. Hit the bell so you receive notifications. We are on Instagram and on Facebook /mycarshop. And as always, don't forget, rock.